Well, smokers are getting some big pushes to quit right now, from tough ads to the nation's biggest tax increase ever on cigarettes. The federal cigarette tax is increasing 62 cents a pack. It pushes the tax over $1 a pack now. The American Lung Association says since that tax went into effect, calls to their national quit smoking hotline have shot up 30%. And joining us now with more information on how to quit if you want to quit is Chief Medical Officer for the American Lung Association, Dr. Norman Edelman. It's good news that people are calling.
Good morning.
It is
wonderful news. We ought to celebrate.
It's a good morning.
Many people's lives will be saved, and the money will be used to give health care to children. This is a wonderful thing.
Let me back up a step and ask why you think this is happening. We talked about the tax increase, but also let's take a look at this ad that is running here in New York right now. It is very powerful if we can roll it. A little child, he's left alone, and he starts to cry. And the announcer says, imagine if this is how he feels when he's left alone for a minute. Imagine what he will feel like if he's left alone forever. And as a parent, you choke up watching that. Do you think scare tactics like that have an impact as well?
Studies have shown that scare tactics may be effective, but they're actually a lot less effective than we would hope. And that's because most people learn to tune out very scary stuff, and they just don't want it.
So do you think the tax increase is more of a factor?
The tax increases have been shown to be very effective, especially in children, and we really want children to either quit or stop smoking. Most people need ongoing support. A simple scare tactic, a simple ad won't do it. And that's why the American Lung Association has its Freedom from Smoking program. It provides ongoing support.
I want to ask you more about that. Let's take a look at studies from the American Lung Association. We looked at some of the figures on how likely it is that people quit when they try to quit. Right. And this is interesting. 3% chance of succeeding if you go cold turkey.
Right, that's all macho guys.
Right. 10 to 15% chance of success if you use either a helpline, like you just mentioned, or a product like a patch or a gum or inhaler. But then it shoots up to 25% chance of succeeding if you do both. So tell me about that. Why is it so important to both have the helpline or the system that you were talking about and some product?
Because you're hooked to cigarettes, to nicotine, for two reasons. You have a chemical addiction, and that's why the pharmaceuticals help. And you also have a very strong habit, and that's where the support system comes in. So the pharmaceuticals will help you get over this chemical addiction. But you need something to help you learn how to deal with the craving for the cigarette in the morning, a strategy to deal with social smoking. You need to understand how important exercise is to deal with cravings, how to snack properly to deal with cravings and not gain weight.
And does it really help to have support to do it with a buddy or a friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend?
It is great. People who do it together are more successful. A couple, a husband and wife living together who smoke, decide to quit together, will have great chance of success.
What about hypnosis? There's all these rumors that that's the great magic fix.
I'm always asked about hypnosis. Yeah. And we all have heard stories of people who say, I couldn't quit, then hypnosis helped me.
Right.
Unfortunately, scientific studies don't really support the efficacy of hypnosis. In fairness, it's hard to do a rigorous scientific study about hypnosis.
So no real proof either way.
The thing to remember is most people will have to try more than once. And most people will have to try more than one method.
Right.
So, if you have tried 5 different methods and nothing works and you think hypnosis may work, fine. But the other methods have been proven to work.
Why not try it if it's your last ditch? But yeah, it's important to note that when we showed those statistics, it's only a 25% chance of succeeding, even with doing everything you're saying that you should do.
That's right. So on the average, you're going to try 4 or 5 times. The important thing to remember is it's worth the effort. It's worth trying. You'll feel better, you'll live longer, you'll look better, and you'll save a bundle of money.